might be choppy on what I say, and I might sound a little rusty in my words, but it's because I'm not really used to this. But I felt like, it was just good practice, just to get stuff off my chest. And I want to start off by saying how lost this world is. So today, I woke up, did what I had to do, and then later I just went on TikTok, and I found out that the Ken Carson situation, about him getting his tat, the pentagram on his chest. I don't know what's worse, the people that are shocked by it, or the people that don't really care about it. Because the people that are generally shocked by it are the ones that listen to him generally, right? So then they get shocked by him doing this, like, he did this, now I'm not gonna listen to him, I can't defend him anymore. But it's not like he wasn't like that back then, or before he got the tat. He was the same, he was the same person, but like saying that, what did he say? Upside down cross on my neck, ain't sell my soul yet. Bro, do you really think that? Do you really buy that? Like, there's so many people defending him, saying like, I'll let him do what he wants, but that is true, it's your life, your choice, do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, these people don't see how serious this is, how people that they listen to, they give their souls to Satan, and they don't see how severe that is, and they just let that flow through their heads. And it's just crazy to me to think that the devil is just doing his work. He's doing these things, and people are just letting it happen, and people are just falling into his trap. People are just falling to the devil's trap, to Satan's trap, into letting this music that the devil's servants, and in this case Ken Carson, they just listen to the music, and they completely ignore the lyrics. People say they listen to the songs because of the beat and stuff, and they just let the lyrics fly over their heads. But that's what the devil wants you to do. He wants you to ignore these things, because he wants you to ignore how serious it is, how deep that this negative vibe, this negative thing that music gives to you, that this types of music does to your body, and it's just crazy to think that. I was at TikTok, and I was just looking to the comments of people on these posts, and then people are just trying to defend him, but like they don't see how serious it is. People are just so blind today, thinking that these devil worshippers, they could just listen to him. Oh, it's not I separate the artist from his music. That makes no sense. It's like a painter. When he paints something on the canvas, he's expressing his thoughts visually. That's the same thing with music. They're expressing their thoughts, with the music, and whatever you hear is what they're expressing, because they may live that, or that's what they want to live. So if you're consuming that, what does that really tell you about yourself? People just ignore the fact that when they listen to these things, they say they promote they promote all these like sex and like drugs and stuff. They promote money and they worship these things. They idolize it, and that's what you're consuming, you know. So it's really terrible. People just have to wake up and realize what they're listening to, and realize that Ken Carson and Playboy Cardi, for another example, he been had tattoos. Like Playboy Cardi been had tattoos of, you know, he had the cross, like he crossed it off the cross and stuff, and people just still listen to him. They just don't really care, you know, just because of the beat, you know. And that's what the devil wants you to do. He wants you to ignore these things because he wants you to fall in his trap. But I'm here to tell you that you have to wake up to these things. You have to wake up to the secular music that you might listen to. And I know it's hard, but because that's what music does. Music talks to you in a way. You know, music connects you. But the beats and the melody and the rhythm and everything. That's why the devil calls these people to make music, because, you know, they're catchy and stuff, and many people want to listen to it. But there's so many things in life that you have to sacrifice in order to be saved, in order to wake up from these things, from the traps of the devil, you know. And Jesus died for our sins. He doesn't want you to live this way. He doesn't want you to be a slave of these things, of these bad practices, because he knows you. He knows you more than you know yourself. So if you listen to these things and you're practicing them, and God is warning you to stay away from them, he knows that that's not going to do good for you. He knows that these things that try to distract you, try to bring you to do those things that they promote, you know, that's just gonna make your life worse and worse. But you just think that it's gonna, you know, you doing drugs, you practicing these things, having sex before marriage and stuff with many different women or men, you know, they want you to think that it's gonna please your soul, you know. But even when you do that, your heart's still gonna feel empty, because you don't have Jesus inside your heart. You know, you have to realize that. You have to realize that these things that the world offers, that's what the devil is offering to you, and he wants you to stay here. He wants you to be slaves to these things, because he knows that he doesn't have a chance. He doesn't have a chance to be saved. He doesn't have a chance to go to heaven, because he already rebelled against God, and he's already condemned, you know. But we still have a chance. The devil wants to keep us from this chance that we have, because he doesn't have that chance. That's why he came here, to steal, kill, and destroy. This is stealing, you know, your heart. This is destroying your heart. This is stealing all the, stealing all the stuff that God has from you. You know, it's distracting you from that. So the devil's trying to take away your salvation. He's trying to steal that away from you. But you can't let that happen. We have to wake up, because Jesus is coming. You know, I have a lot to say still, but, you know, it's just like so much in my mind that, you know, I might start stuttering and whatever. But just be mindful that this stuff is serious, you know, and it's not new. It's been a thing, and, you know, it's not just Ken Carson. It's literally every secular rapper, mainstream nowadays, that just promote these things, promote these evil ways, you know. So just be careful. God bless.